Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honor. And he returns this to the 22. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete to open things up.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start.
No, a little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. McCaffrey on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll let one go deep for Howard. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. O.J. Howard, 79 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man is Hill. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These two teams all tied after 1. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey, 37 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The dangerous Hill now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll throw on first. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. You in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll just get rid of it. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Play action. Now Jackson. On the move to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Touchdown Raiders! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. So that'll back him up 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards. So now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Herbert now. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Now Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Jackson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league. No question about it.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing, Jackson. Gets this to Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Now Jones. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down, it's Fields. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 50, here's Fields. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To the air again, Fields. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Sanders' first carry of the game.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On the ground with a tight end. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jordan Akins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Able to push his way through. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken to Detroit's 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they get a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
3rd and long. It's Fields. That is caught by Thielen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Fields throw taken in by Hockenson here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields steps away to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Once again with Sanders. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Ethan Carter there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. There
was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now it's Herbert. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. McCaffrey on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. O.J. Howard, 73 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
McManus's point after is good, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Jones. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return.
Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now it's Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Finding some room in midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Flush to his right, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be out of bounds. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Off play action. Fields. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd and 7. Herbert flushed out right. And this one complete to Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
2nd and 8. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Herbert to throw. And this is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Herbert going to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
On fourth down, Herbert. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. This is McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Salute when you see me. There's an ocean and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them or politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look. Salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah. Salute when you see me.